So you've finally done it. Your home studio is coming together. You've got some nice speakers, an interface, a couple mics, and a laptop. But something's missing. I'm Jake, here at Better Music, and today I'm going to be going over some cheap upgrades you can make to your studio to take it to that next level. Music is just wiggly air. So basically, what happens is when you speak, vibrations happen within the air. And in a room that isn't treated, these vibrations will bounce all around the room and then hit the mic. So inside the mic there is a diaphragm, and this is what picks up the air. And when you've got that untreated room, all these vibrations and bouncings across the room will be picked up by it, which is unideal in a studio setting. Another side to this is plosives. Particular words, phrases, and letters, when you speak them out into the mic, create a strong gust of wind. And what that can do to the diaphragm is cause it to move rapidly, which is why you get this low-end rumble if you were to speak a P or a T into a microphone. This is a pop filter. This is designed to tame plosives. Plosives are basically a strong gust of wind which gets picked up by your mic. This is designed, the surface of here, to tame and disperse plosives. So the way it works is it basically clamps just onto your mic stand, and then with this gooseneck you angle it to be in front of the microphone. So here I have the pop filter set up in front of the mic, and I'm just going to give you a demonstration of what it sounds with and without it. So the best way to demonstrate this is with using P's, because P's shoot out a long gust of wind. So P, 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 P. So now that the plosives are tamed, you're also going to have to tame the reflections. One of the cheaper and more cost-effective ways of doing this, as opposed to setting up your entire studio with, soundproofing foams and things like that, would be a reflection filter. And so this one is the SE RFX, and basically what it does is sits behind the mic like this, and it will dampen any of the reflections that might shoot out coming this way from the mic. As a demonstration, having it in front here. Hello, this is my voice with the reflection filter on. And this is my voice without the reflection filter. On the topics of mics, you might have a few, and with them you'll have a lot of cables. Even if you only have one mic, you will still also have cables coming out from your speakers, and there needs to be a surefire way of identifying them. So one of the ways that you can identify your cables is using the Rode XLR ID. Basically, you've got a bunch of different colors here, and what you can do with those is attach them to the end of XLR or TRS jacks, and they will help you identify what cable's what, which input is left and right for your speakers, without having to trace it all the way back from your audio interface to the speakers or microphone. They're colored just like this, and they will clip onto the end of your mic. We already have one set up here to identify this cable. Wiggly air means vibrations. These vibrations travel through the air, but they can also travel through objects. When you have your studio monitors set up like this on your desk, those vibrations can travel through the desk and cause it to rattle. This rattling can cause issues with the tone of the speakers. This is a studio monitor stand. With this, it'll allow you to get your pesky studio monitors off of your desk, isolated onto this, which will help solve any kind of tonal issues you might have with your speakers vibrating on your desk. Additionally, it can add a sense of modularity to your studio, because it allows you to put the speakers where you want them, which can also help widen and improve the stereo image if you are mixing in stereo. So you've got the monitor stands, but it might not still be enough. This is where isolation pads come into play. Basically, if your monitor stand is still vibrating, you place these in between it, and it helps absorb any kind of vibrations that might travel from the speakers to the surface. And then let's say you don't have the space in your room for monitor stands. This can also help, because you can place these in between your studio monitors and your desk, and that'll also help absorb those vibrations. So whether or not you know music theory or even know how to play a piano, we can all agree that this is really boring and doesn't promote a lot of creativity. So one of the ways you can combat this is by getting a MIDI controller. This is the Keylab Essential 49 by Arturia. It is a MIDI keyboard which not only just includes the keyboard, but pads, faders, knobs, and transport functions, which really help you give a physical feedback for a lot of the synths and software that you can control. So let's say, for example, you wanted to play a melody line and move a filter back and forth. What you can do is map one of these knobs to a filter within software, play the melody line while you move that filter back and forth, which allows for more expressive playing than just plotting points as an automation on your DAW. So hopefully with these incremental changes to your studio, it should start feeling a little more professional. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, give us a call or an email. Now I've got some important work to get back to.